Hello and welcome in, everyone. It is a foggy, wet mess out there, and there's still plenty of areas of ice out there. Secondary roadways, you're going to see a lot of those throughout West Tennessee are still very packed with ice, and it's just going to take a while to get that ice out of here. Going to need a lot more than today's temperatures above freezing. A dense fog advisory in effect for all of West Tennessee going into the overnight here, so watch out for that as well. Again, looking at radar, a lot of the heavier rain is now pushed through near the Tennessee River. You can see Savannah, Mickey, up towards Parsons just got rid of at least the heavy precipitation, but now kind of a light mist and some very dense fog going on out there right now. Let's take a look at temperatures here in Jackson. We're at 45. We've got winds out of the southwest now about 10 miles per hour. Memphis coming in with 48 degrees, winds out of the southwest as well at about 8 miles per hour. So things are slowly starting to improve, but it's still going to take on into about Friday and Saturday before we really start to see the real big improvements, especially in those shady back road areas where the sunshine hasn't been able to get there as much. Area temperatures, so we're like 43 now at Union City, 45 in Brownsville, Memphis at 48. We've got 45 in Bolivar, 45 in the Huntington area. All of us are above freezing by far. We're almost 50 degrees now at Selmer and Savannah. So we'll take it. We'll take any relief from those terrible cold temperatures. The problem, though, is we've got a lot of water combined with the melting sleet and ice. The rain has been quite heavy, and we're going to be dropping below freezing over most of West Tennessee. You'll see that here in a moment. This was going into Jackson from three-way, quite a mess. We've got to get all of this rain kind of out of here. Then we're going to start to dry out. Nothing but dry air coming in behind this, but we're going to go back down in temperatures for a couple of days, unfortunately, which is going to create a lot of slick areas. Think about all this water not really having time to completely dry out before the bitter cold comes in. A lot of ice here near University. Channing looked the same, where you got the center lanes, turning lanes, a lot of packed in ice here. You go to make a turn and you can't do it because you'll slide. You have to turn from the outer lanes. So that's just some of the conditions you'll deal with. And look at the secondary roads. This is from along and north of I-40, even just south of I-40. Secondary roads, a lot of those are packed still with ice, with something worse on top, the water, which even makes it slicker. And again, a lot of those back roads, secondary roads, they're treacherous, but I think all of the roads are going to have slick spots of black ice and ice due to the temperature going back down to freezing. You can see through the evening, temperatures are going to be bottoming out again. We'll go to 45 by around the 5 o'clock hour, down to the 30s by about the 8 o'clock hour, down to freezing by around 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., right along in there. And then it's going to kind of hang there for a while. So unfortunately, you can see, it looks like all of West Tennessee dropping down well below freezing tonight. So even though we had those mid to upper 40s, this is going to be a problem. That's why a lot of the schools are closing yet again. Yes, the main roads have been fairly good today, but with that, we're going to see a lot of that water refreezing. And look at these temperatures coming up. We got to go back into the Arctic tundra temperatures again. 49 today, 29 tonight, 39 will be 10 degrees colder tomorrow, 17 on Wednesday night. This is going to keep this around longer. 41 on Thursday. That's why I've been telling everybody I think it's going to be on into Friday and Saturday. We'll be close to 60 on Friday, and look at 61 on Sunday. That's when we'll really begin to see the improvements over the weekend, but we'll continue the trend of melting in the day, refreezing at night for slick spots, especially those leaving out in the early mornings for the next few mornings. Take care. We'll have more updates ahead. We'll be crawling the closings at the bottom of the screen, and just be careful. It's very limited visibility in many areas with all of that intense fog out there. This has been meteorologist Brian Davis.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.